So Alex was a very normal, happy, healthy 1.5-year-old. On the 7th of December, which was a Thursday night, we put Alex to bed as we always do. On the Friday morning, I woke up. I always wake up early to get everything ready for Alex. I seen her kind of fussing on the monitor as I always do, and she went back to sleep. So we kind of thought she's having a lie-in, as sometimes she does. But on this occasion, it went too long. She slept too long, and I went in to check on her. So whenever I had opened the door, I thought that I had heard Alex snoring. It was like a snoring type noise, and then quickly realised that it wasn't. It was like a rattle, and turned the lights on and quickly screamed Rhymes were coming home for him to phone an ambulance. Alex was just extremely unwell. She had vomited in her cot. She just looked swollen. Her lips were blue. Instincts just kicked in, and when we were waiting on the ambulance to arrive, we cleared her airways and tried to basically resuscitate her as best as we could. When we got to the Ulster Hospital, there was a crash team of 26 people waiting on Alex, and while they talked to us to tell us how very unwell Alex was, but we just didn't know what had happened. We just didn't know what could have went. How could you have been so terribly unwell? Like, we had to wait for, it's called the NI Star team from the Royal to come down. I had asked the head doctor how long would it be, and he had turned around to me and said, I don't know if Alex will make it. I don't know if she's going to make it for the team coming down. We went straight into the Royal, straight into the CT machine, straight up to intensive care. They asked me to wait for them to settle in Alex, and the surgeon came in 5 minutes later and said that Alex had a catastrophic brain bleed, and if they didn't operate immediately, she would die. She was moved into a private ward, and she stayed in a coma for almost a week. So the first time they tried to bring Alex out of the coma, she seized solidly for 45 minutes. They care so much, and they know even if a parent's not feeling great, they know if there's, something that you're not absorbing correctly, you can ask them any question, they'll go above and beyond to find out the answer. I can't even sum it up. I'd need like about 4 hours to talk about how amazing the staff are there.
As I just started a new job 2 weeks before all this happened for Used Cars NI, and obviously when this happened, I said to Stephen, what the scenario was, and he was like, look, just take off at whatever time you need.
It only felt right that as a caring business that our charity effort that year would support this worthwhile charity. So we did a sponsored walk from Port Stewart to Port Rush and back. And everybody got behind it. We actually sold some football cards to raise cash as well, and I think we raised over £4,000 for the charity. But to be able to see the results of what has happened, I met you on Alex on the stairs call, and it was a joy to behold, to see her laughing and joking and heading for ice cream now as well, because a few months ago that wasn't the situation, and Little Heroes really helped Ryan and Nadine at a very tough time in their life.
So we thought, let's do a sponsored walk, but let's make the sponsored walk be inclusive of as many people as possible, to get other children involved so Alex can meet friends, to get children of all abilities involved so that we can get together and see where it's best accessible for us to meet on a regular basis. And Alex set off to do 5 miles, and I think that Alex is nearly at 11 miles now. I don't ever want to stop raising money for the charity. I can't, because for as long as Alex is here, that is a gift that the hospital have given us, and there's just no way we can ever repay them. We never in a million years thought this would happen to us. Never. And that's one of those cliches that you hear everyone saying, we never thought it would happen to us. How could you, in your worst nightmares, think that could ever happen to a baby? But it does. And you don't know who it's going to happen to, but more importantly, you have the power to help the children that it does happen to, and you have the power to help the families support their children. And every single day with Alex is amazing. We don't ever take a day for granted anymore. at the end of every night, we thank her for a perfect day, because that's what every day is with Alex. It's perfect. We're the luckiest people in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
To be the best parent that you can, you have to sometimes think of yourself. You have to speak to a clinical psychologist. You have to eat. You have to shower. You have to sleep. And because children who are unwell, and especially in Alex's cases, are long-term patients, like you said, that hospital's her home, and without Little Heroes it wouldn't have been. And Alex wouldn't be where she is now if it hadn't have been for Little Heroes. They say that everything happens for a reason. But Alex is made of amazing things, and she's going to do amazing things. And this just proves it, because Alex's story isn't that Alex got on well. Alex's story is that look what you have managed to do. Look how much you've raised off the back of being so unwell. If you can do this, oh my girl, the stars are not even your limit.